This video is sponsored by Single Point Solution. Single Point is pioneer in production and distribution of electric vehicles like electric bikes, electric scooters and three-wheelers. Single Point also provide consulting services to small F players.
Hello friends, I'm Kanchan from Akulmac Technologies and you are welcome to our show. And today we are discussing very interesting topic, and this topic is related to you and few of the people who are seeking a good, decent job during this pandemic. Now, I have this feeling that jobs are there, but we don't have a sync with the skill and the job. So that is very important aspect of this particular pandemic, and I think that is also affected all job seekers. To discuss more about this, we have Sitesh Srivastav, who is a corporate trainer. He is also a radio presenter. So without wasting any time, I'd like to welcome Sitesh Srivastav. Welcome to the show, Sitesh.
Thank you, Kanchan. Thank you so much for this wonderful conversation once again. It's a wonderful day on my side. How it is with you?
Yeah, it is raining outside, and though weather is good, but I really feel sad about people who are living low lying, because already there was there was a lot of water problem in these areas, and still the rain is pouring. I'm sure they must be struggling, but government is taking up few steps. Let's see, this problem should rectify as soon as possible.
Yeah, no, that's great. Climate change is causing these stuff, and I believe we must become more sensible as humans and take care of the climate, the direct and indirect effects that we are pushing onto it. Well, today's discussion topic is actually a very serious topic, Kanchan, given the situation of pandemic and nowhere a vaccine coming to our displays. From this morning, news channels are talking about Corona going away by February 2021. So from September to the peak of November and now February, these are just like those, before election, the kind of surveys that are done. Okay. And I think the biggest fallout, which we will see in the coming, not only in months, but in years, is the job market. And given the job market in India, which is having a very peculiar habit of being concentrated into few cities, few urban and mega urban areas, rather than scattered across the country. This has added a lot of challenges to the job market, the job losses, not only in the technology sector, but also in the services sector, commodities sector, manufacturing sector. People have gone back to their homes and not have returned back. And so it's actually a very, very alarming situation. But as we see the job portals, I hear by one very interesting job site, Indeed.com, says that overall searches for the remote work have increased by 443% on the online firms portal, and jobs have actually moved to the smaller cities, Kanchan, and from big cities, people have gone back to the smaller cities. Especially in the technology side, they are able to connect with the internet and keep doing the work. The big challenge is with the people who need to be on the shop floor, who need to be on the factory floors, who need to be in the manufacturing sector, sales, where they have to go out and sell things. And therefore, it is a great time to talk about India's welfare society for the working class. What is the social welfare do we have or have we created in the country for the working class to handle such situations like the job losses due to this kind of pandemic? So unemployment is a great challenge everywhere in the world. But in India, it actually adds up more because there is almost nil social welfare for a person who has lost his job. What is your take on this?
I feel definitely the point which you have raised is quite a interesting and essential point, and we should have somebody, maybe government oriented or community oriented platform where we can help people who have lost their job. But with that, I also want to put my ideas in terms of job availability, because there are certain jobs which are not required now due to this COVID, because most of the jobs which employee used to go and sit in the office to do, like receptionist, like data handling. So that is work is being done from home. So we don't require an office. So again, we have many software which can be integrated and they can replace these kind of jobs. So I think there's a shift of in the job market in terms of positions. Now, what I feel is education sector is rising, because every education institution is using online platform. Apart from this, healthcare is also one segment which is also rising, and I feel people who are passing out this year, they may have challenge to get job in this year in 2021. But then I also suggest that they should take up any job which is there, and they also need to skill themselves after the degree. They have to do some skill management for themselves, and they have to learn new skill which they can patch up with the current market scenario. What is your idea?
No, that's true. I mean, this situation has thrown up some challenges that were unseen for the job market, for the people, the job seekers. And it has also thrown up some opportunities for new entrepreneurs who are able to, or who are now trying out to create jobs rather than be into the job market themselves. And we are designed to think from a downhill perspective more, especially in the job market. No jobs are being created, or very less jobs are being created. But as per some analysts, Kanchan, we are now at the pre-COVID 70% of the job, which are the freeze has been taken out, and the hirings are happening in the market. At the same time, this new skilling, the reskilling or new skilling, as I like to call it, is very important. But more and more, this new skilling is happening in the technology sector. And as you said, the office receptionist job, or generating a lead through a CRM system. So, and there are many other, like in data analytics, in artificial intelligence. But you know what? These skills, even if someone learns today, is actually speaking, if you think deeply, learning an artificial intelligence makes is like taking a step towards our own redundancy. And that is something we need to, while we learn artificial intelligence, while we learn machine learning, we need to get some skills as humans to find our next job or next idea, right? And that is something which India as such needs to really pick up, because we are known in this world for the services which can just move out because of a new technology has come, and therefore the whole services sector gets vanished almost like an overnight. You remember the days of pager, Kanchan?
Right.
From the pager and from the day of today and the smartphones, you know, uh, we have reinvented again and again ourselves in the services sector. But I think this pandemic has taught we have to reinvent for the manufacturing jobs. So a skill needed for the manufacturing side is very important for our youth, for ourselves. And having a technology, from a technological perspective, I think it is more important to understand technology from a business perspective. And therefore we became a technical skills provider to the world. But how much of that technology we did it, or we recreated it, or we created new solutions which are homegrown towards India,
Right.
which for ourselves.
Right.
And I have told you before, whenever I travel outside, and I always hear our great IT engineers do very well to keep up the systems of the world. But what about our own Indian systems?
Right. Actually, you have just raised a point, the manufacturing and the technical people, professionals. Now, for manufacturing, we can't do anything. For manufacturing, we have to go to the factories and we have to really work in manufacturing unit. The best we can do for manufacturing segment is that we have to take care that we should have masks and gloves and take care of our health. But when it comes to other sector, so most of the sectors are they have become home-based service provider or home-based employment is there. So in this case, even if you recall, Facebook has already declared that even after lift of COVID, the professionals and the employees will be working at least 5 years more from the home only. Even Google has also announced these kind of things. So what I feel is that there are many sectors which definitely AI is important aspect of when we talk about online working. And a part of this, there are many sectors where we need an integration of technology and working from home plus working from factory. So I think this is a platform where we have few gaps in between, and that can be filled by professionals who have that kind of ability. So these gaps can create a job opportunity.
Yeah, I think there's one more aspect to it, Kanchan. Learning new skill, AI or new technology is something that is not a given standard that everybody learns it from the same perspective. I know from being from a technology industry very, very closely and very deeply, we claim to have data scientists, but what is the real job of a data scientist that we do in India? Or how many people do it? Or have we just created a segment for it for the rest bigger clients to notice us? So the cutting edge work and the work that is needed for the job are two different skilling things. Now, somebody saying that he has become a data scientist is something. It is very, very clear that many people are not getting into the cutting edge jobs or cutting edge work that they are getting to do. They are preparing themselves for the next blue collar job. My worry is more about, we have to create a system from the government, from the public, from the educational institutions to remove the dependence from the blue collar economy to the other parts of the economy who can take the burden when blue collar jobs are not there. Today, because this pandemic has shown that the blue collar jobs can be taken over by 30% on any given day by the usage of a modern technology. Now, when that will happen, which is going to happen eventually, are we skilled enough to depend on some other sector, or we all have to run towards the technology to learn it. That is my whole point. And that's where the government has to bring a lot of push from the economies. I must tell you, in Africa, where I have worked so long, it is not easy to talk about bringing a new technology and to say that it will actually take away 400 people's job. It has never been an easy work, because you have to reskill as a country. So until unless we have a reskilling platform, we have to do enough reskilling into multiple sectors. And then in our own country, Kanchan, it is the big cities' burden needs to be shared by the smaller cities and new SEZs, special economic zones. I mean, Mumbai is overcrowded. You know how many people from other states come to Hyderabad for work. Same is the situation in Bangalore, Chennai, or Delhi for that matter. And now we have few places like Pune, Mohali, Nagpur coming up, but that's still not sufficient for 127 crore people. So we need to have an employment policy which incentivizes entrepreneurs, which incentivizes technologies, which incentivizes manufacturing people, and which incentivizes people who want to go into indigenous stuff, not necessarily entrepreneurs. And that is where we will be able to handle the job market like Germany, which is not just known for one thing. So that is where our employment sector needs to focus at, our policy makers need to focus at, and our students who are forced to take engineering or medical as a popular pushing subjects, they need to think. And I hope the new education policy will bring up that kind of things and create new markets, new jobs. And that's my interest area. So India's massive workforce is being hard hit by this coronavirus thing, and a lot of salaried jobs have been lost between April and August. But then, if we diversify the demographics of it, give some incentives for people who want to work, or probably this is a good time for them to start something. The government help, the angel investors help, the seed capital help, all will help ultimately to increase the hopes in the job market.
I definitely agree with your point. The thing is, Indians are more technology savvy as compared to South Africa. That is one plus point. And now there is a lot of job openings, and there may be a lot of opportunities when we talk about IT sectors. Though it is also decreasing, but as compared to non-IT sector. So if you put a stress on the non-IT sector, so people who are into non-IT sector like hospitality, which is the worst effective sector of due to this COVID. So now challenge is what these professionals should do. So now what I feel that everything is on platform. So they have the skill. Suppose somebody is in decoration, or somebody is into housekeeping. So there are many small aspects of housekeeping which can be taught to, using this platform, online platform, to general public. So in a way, till this situation change, so they can at least earn some part of their salary utilizing their skill. So that is a few courses they can take up. So like this, there are other many sectors also which need a little push from the government, and of course from the community. Because what I see lately, government has given so many goodies, especially in education and employment sector. And they have also asked, they have free centers for skill development also provided by government. So I think things are moving towards the right direction. I think one thing which we have to stress or keep in mind is that have patience and work hard to attain success. Things are just falling at place.
Yes, Kanchan, you are point blank right that don't lose patience, have hope, keep reskilling every day, every moment. I would also add be flexible. What has worked so far may not work going forward. So the storm of technology cannot be stopped. It will invade our lives, and there is no denying about it. So therefore, the technology has to be learned, but not from a deep, development or coding or programming part of it, but usage part of it. And therefore, technology has become really important to understand, mold, flexible, move around, change the face, and move on. And but we have come very far. I mean, 30 years back, India had few choices for 12th students. Now there are many more choices. I am a little bit sad for the current graduation classes because they were offered some jobs which they couldn't get actually. Now they are entering into the market, this year's graduates, and they will find another 2 years really tough. And therefore, for them, the outlook of the world will be really, it will be hard. It will not be as booming. But as you say, there is a silver lining and there is a patience. I think this is also a great time to work in a smaller tier 2, tier 3 cities and have a happy life rather than the running life of the big cities.
Yes, very well said. And I think we had a quite interesting discussion today. I would like to end this discussion with a quote of Socrates, who says the secret of change is to focus on all of your energies and not fighting the old, but create and build new one. So that is something which we should keep in mind. It was lovely talking to you, Siddesh. So we'll meet next time in next episode. Till then, bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a great day.